If you don't want to be recognized as a slow, bulky lifter and instead want to increase your athleticism, in this video I'll teach you how I myself incorporate cardio into my training routine that have improved my endurance, athleticism, and actually gym performance without spending another 5 hours a week training. Let's begin. The first one and the easiest thing to implement is to choose some specific cardio that you'll use as a warm-up for your workouts. And what I mean with specific cardio is to choose some type of cardiovascular activity that will warm up the muscle groups you'll train anyway. It will both save your time to do cardio and it will actually warm your muscle up, which will improve your gym performance, and it will reduce injury because you're actually warmed up. And what I mean with this is, for example, if you're training back, or you're training you begin with a back-based movement, you can begin to row. Use the rowing machine. If you know you will train legs, you can start with a run. If you're training your chest, something for shoulders, start skipping rope. And the warm-up doesn't need to be very long. 5 to 10 minutes of warm-up would be more than enough. I usually go for like 5 minutes. In the beginning, you really start light, and then you can do a little more intense. But it's important, you don't want to tire yourself out. You have a whole work in front of you. You just want to warm yourself up. But that means that you can tire your cardiovascular system out a little bit, but as long as you don't tire out your muscles with like full sprinting, you'll be fine. This will get the heart pumping, the blood running, and the muscles warmed up. And if you stay consistent with it, and if you do it every single workout, over time it will significantly improve your cardiovascular system. And if you feel like it's too hard, you can't do it, it's too intense, you can always use progressive overload, exactly as like we do in the gym. You begin maybe with walking, then you walk a little faster, then you start some really slow jogging, then you run a little more and you row harder, you do a little longer time, you slowly up and up the intensity, or more and more you do. And after a couple months, it will be really easy and you can do some real cardio. The second thing you can do is to incorporate one HIIT session a week. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training, and it doesn't just train your body, but it really trains your mind because you need to stay disciplined. And what I really like about HIIT is that it usually doesn't have to take very long. You can do it for half an hour on a bike, or you can just basically sprint. And there are a lot of different ways you can do it. You can use any type of cardio machine, you can use the rowing machine, you can use your bike, you can sprint, you can run, whatever you like the most. I myself like sprinting, and one routine I did myself, and I still do sometimes this day, is that you do 5 times 100-meter sprints with 1 minute rest. So here's just an example of a routine. If you're a beginner, sprint 100 meters as fast as you possibly can, or at least 90%. You don't want to tire yourself out too much. And then you have 1 minute rest, and then you sprint another 100 meters as fast as you possibly can. And here's the same thing. Some people that are watching this video will be able to just master this. They have really good cardio. They can just run and they'll be fine. Others, they may have more trouble. They feel like it's too much. And the same goes for everything I explained in this video. Use progressive overload. If you feel like it's too much, slow down a little bit and slowly up and up the intensity. Do a little more, try a little more every single week. And in the end, you'll be there where you want to be. Another thing you can do if you feel better, 5 times 30 seconds max sprint and then 1 minute rest. So you'll sprint as hard as you possibly can for 30 seconds, and then you have 1 minute rest. This one it takes like 15 minutes with warm up, cool down, and everything, but it really is intense, and you really feel the progress after every single week. The third thing you can incorporate is something with low intensity, but therefore a longer distance. Low intensity, but you spend more time on that low intensity. This can be everything from running, biking, like I said, any type of cardio machine. And it's enough with once a week as well. And you can do everything. You can run from 2 to 10 kilometers. You can bike everything from 15 to 1 hour. Like I said, everyone has a different starting point. Do what you're comfortable with. I just enjoy to run. It's the most simple. You don't need to go to a gym. You can always run no matter where you are. If it's snowing outside, if it's raining, no problem. And you don't need to go that far. On bike, you need to go quite far if you want to make some real good cardio. But on run, you can just run 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kilometers. And if you actually want to see some good progress with your running, one thing you can do is to add 5 to 10% of the distance you ran last week every single week. For example, if I today run 1 kilometer or 1,000 meters, next week I will add 10% of that distance, which means I will then run 1,100 meters, 1.1 kilometers. 100 meters is not a very big jump, but this will ensure that you always progress a little bit, and it will ensure you don't injure yourself. Because like I've said in every single video, injury is the biggest setback. To summarize this, what you can implement is always do 5 to 10 minutes of cardio as warm-up for your training session. Do specific cardio, meaning that if you train back, you do something that warms up the back, for example rowing. If you train legs, do a little bit of running or fast walking. If you have something with shoulders or chest, skip some rope. Then do one session a week of HIIT. It could be anything from sprinting, biking, any type of cardio machine, and then do one session a week of something longer distance, something with low intensity, but therefore over a longer period of time. This should not take more than 1 to 2 hours extra a week, probably more at 1 hour extra, and it will just increase your athleticism, your cardiovascular health, and you'll just feel better for every single day. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any better ideas or you have done the similar things but different way, let me know. I'm always happy to learn. See you around.